So, Shalom Yisrael, Halal Jerusalem, Palestina, Shalom Palestina, Halal Israel. Yeah. Now I have changed the position again, yeah, my position. This is what Haaretz says. Yeah, they're falling, yeah. Good. But we need to understand the point of view of Hamas, yeah? Their opinion, their fears overall. What is the future for the Palestinians? What's the future for Gaza? What's the future of the folks of Hamas? Yeah? Who guarantees them that when they have returned the hostages are more than their gold? It's their life west. It's their life west. Yeah. Yeah. They have the fear, the Hamas, when they return all hostages, all that, but and everything is good. Then the Israel harms them and attacks them, yeah. And also they know they are weak. They are weak now. They have lost a lot of staff. They have lost a lot of staff. Yeah. They are unemployed now in the hell. No, not joking. But they have killed a lot. The IDF could kill a lot of Hamas fighters. They are weaker now, and Israel is in a strong position now. Military in Middle East, everything is bombed away. That's also what I don't understand why they attack Syria. Yeah? I would not have attacked Syria, but Benjamin Netanyahu has more intelligence and knowledge than me. Yeah, we also have to respect. Yeah? But we need to solve this problem, and I cannot make pressure on Hamas that they return everything and then we return to the situation we had before 7th of October 2023. Was not a good situation for the Palestinians, was not a good situation. That's why it happened. And that's why they danced and shouted, "Thank you, God," yeah? That's why they did it. Yeah. And we need to at least, I made a piece, and I have to explain this shit, yeah? A good idea, huh? Yeah. That's something good, yeah? What I want to say to the hostages, Hamas release all dead bodies, and then they knew how much living hostages are, all at once, all dead bodies at once, is a good thing, is a relief for the families. And all living hostages, now listen carefully, this is a suggestion from mine. All living hostages, if there are 36 or 40, let's say 40, just to complicate less here in the video, you have 40 living hostages. For example, change them for 40 new hostages. It sounds cynical, but I really mean it. If you're in a retirement house in a retirement home, if you're in a retirement home in a home for senior people, you're 97 years, you have 2 different kind of cancer and AIDS, you will die in the next 3 days, you should go volunteer to the Hamas hostage. They return our living hostages. And we give them some hostages that will die in a few days. Why not? No, really seriously. Exchange the hostages for volunteer. Everyone, we need to know how much it is. Israel live millions of people, can also be Palestinians, but you guarantee you don't rape them, you don't torture them, you give them enough food. If they have to eat kosher, then they have to eat kosher, and things like that. Yeah? So we need about 40 volunteers in Israel to exchange, to liberate those who are inside, and to win time. Yeah, to win time. An old male, of course, old male, yeah. We don't want pregnant hostages, yeah. Old male and not children, yeah. So if you're 97, have two kinds of cancer and AIDS, you're perfect. A new hostage for Hamas. I really mean it. It sounds cynical. It's not cynical. It's a realistic thing. To get, there are people who are sick that need their medicine, who have lost weight and have now maybe diabetes or pre-diabetes. This is not funny, yeah. I really mean this to win time. I think that's a good idea. I will make now another video with explaining the map. Yeah. I never did this. Sorry for that. I really mean this. The hostages get all free for new hostages. One by one, of course. Yeah. All male. And you guarantee you don't torture them. You don't rape them. You give them kosher food, and enough medicine. If you have your own medicine for 2 months, take it with you. Yeah. We need volunteers. I mean, it sounds crazy, it sounds cynical, but that's what I mean. Yeah, Hamas needs time. Or alternatively, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, says, "Okay, we can never ever win this war against the Palestinians because our Jewish God decides to protect them also, and they will always be there. We cannot Holocaust them, we cannot bomb them, we cannot throw nuclear bombs above them. We are more or less, we are not more or less, we are forced by God and by them and by their enemies to make peace with them. If we make half of the nation, then shit on the Negev, but I said that this half thing can only work if you have a half government, half executive, half judicative, and legislative also in half. But the Knesset for the Jews or the Israel, the North region, and the Knesset too, the Arabic Knesset, for the PAM, and laws has to pass. This is the real power in politics. People think the judges or the politicians. No. The real power in politics are those who make the laws. Yeah? These are real strong politicians. Ja? Gruß an Deutschland. Gruß an Volker Ulrich. Hat diesmal leider nicht gereicht. Naja. Trotzdem Gruß an dich, ja. Will ich nicht verhöhnen jetzt damit mit dem Wort, ne? Schade, dass es nicht gereicht hat. Ja, habe ich nicht erwartet, ja. Habe ich nicht erwartet. Ich dachte, ich gewinne alle Mandate in Bayern, ne? Und ausgerechnet in Augsburg hauen sie die aus. Das hätte ich nicht erwartet, ja. Ich habe auch nicht erwartet, dass CDU und CSU so schwach abschneidet. Hätten stärker abschneiden. Gruß an Friedrich Merz, ja. Kriegst noch eine E-Mail bald von mir. Hab heute den Scholz angeschrieben. Gut. Ja. Yeah, this is the real power, the parliament. Yeah? We have told both parliament, if a law has support, absolute majority in both areas. Yeah. Even we have to do something completely new. The Palestinians have also the right to exist, the right to breathe, the right to live, the right to defend itself. But we don't need, that's the big point. That's why I say IDF must have everything connected with the new government of 50-50. But they can sell secrets. If they sell secrets to Iran, then they go to prison, of course. Yeah? If you work in Mossad, then you have to be quiet. Yeah? Good. Yeah, again, new hostages. If you're 97, you have two kinds of cancer and AIDS, you're perfect. Hostage. But I really mean it. Let these hostages breathe. They've been tortured, also indirectly tortured, over 500 days in the tunnels. It's too much. It's not good for their health. Also, the video I made yesterday, I recording the Bibas family. I suppose it was on the beginning of the war, not 1 week ago. Yeah, and I pray to God that I could really convince Hamas, the strike force of Palestine, to not torture them anymore. This is good. And make videos, make support the hostages when they see this. When it seems like they have access to internet there. Yeah. That they get encouraged with this. This gives them power, psychological power. And yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu, you go for exchange, and then the half of the Knesset, the Israel would agree to that. Entire Israel would agree to that. So if you're 97, have 2 kinds of cancer and AIDS, you're a perfect hostage, and you're hostage. I really mean this. Yeah, it's a good idea to win time. Yeah. So, folks, the Erklärbär kommt jetzt. Yeah, I have to explain the video of the map. Good.